video is brought to you by Letsynthesize Academy, the #1 place for practice-oriented courses for serious music producers.
Hey, Letsyn here, welcome to the new Synthesize Day episode, and today I want to show you how to make an instrument from any Foley sound basically, and I made a cool groove around that. Like always, you can download this whole project from my Patreon below with tons of other stuff, and if you want to learn more about music production, check my academy. I have lots of very cool start to finish courses, but right now let's jump into it. Okay, so once again, here is the groove. Right, so what I want to show you today is this little sound. So it's not that complicated, but the technique behind it, I think, can be very handy for you in the future. So I fed the granulator with the main bass actually, that sounds like this. That is honestly very simple. As you can see, I have a sub, a main bass, and that is coming from Serum with the Letsynthesize fat track, with an EQ and some slight saturation to the end with some boost on the gain. But the Serum preset itself is very simple. The squelch chief from Spectral with a bandpass filter movement, asymmetric minus, phaser, compressor, an equalizer to basically just rises the mid frequencies a little. And the low pass is here only to, let me show you. I add some gain with the drive and with the resonance at the very top of the cutoff. So right now it does not filter the sound, but more like boosts the top frequencies. So this is why the low pass filter here. And this is the preset, so it's very simple. And what I did is I dropped it into the granulizer and tweaked some knobs. So for example, I chose the place like so this. Now the cool part here is you can change different positions for different sound. This can be an interesting sound too. But I wanted to have a little blocky sound. Yeah, I think this was the position. Anyway, so what is happening here is very simple. As you can see, there is not too much happening here. Some slight filtering with a high pass filter. Yeah, that's all. I cranked up the pitch to about 16 semitones. And this is the coolest part here, because with the granulator you can increase or decrease the pitch really heavily to still keep the length of the sound. And you know, you can do lots of things with that. Now after that, I used this preset from Valhalla Supermassive. So I modulated the mix, and that is so cool because it fades in the effect that Valhalla Supermassive does. And it sounds so cool. Like I don't know, like a feel for the hit. And then a reverb, obviously, frequency shifter that basically just colors the sound, and you will see later why. Now let me deactivate it for you. Again, this can be an interesting sound too. Because the tonality is not given by the synth itself, I mean the granulator or even shifter, it is done by EQ8 here. So after the shifter I have an OTT, and this is the trick. So I boosted one frequency that is in the key obviously of the song, that is F. I boosted one frequency in the key of F, and that creates the tonality of the sound. And this is why it's so cool, because you can change the shifter, I mean the frequency inside shifter, you still have the same, well, sort of tone. It will be a different in color, but basically the key will be the same. And then a saturator at the end. So this is a common technique to boost one frequency in the key of your song, or whatever key you want to use basically, to have the tonality of a random sound really. So with this you can create tons of different sounds, tons of different cool stuff, and all this made from the main bass sound that you heard here. And I think the full groove is not that complicated, but it was definitely worth a mention how to make some sort of interesting kind of things. This can be a Foley instrument or something. Go to my Patreon if you want to grab this whole project and check my academy. I have lots of very cool start to finish courses, like Nausea style drum bass start to finish course. I have an FMA start to finish course, even Tyrell dubstep and lots of other cool stuff. But see you guys next time. Peace.